In order to factor an equation, first I have to make sure that my equation is equal to 0, and then I have to remove any greatest common factor before I can put it through the area model. So when I look, I'm not equal to 0. So that's where I'm going to start. So to get it equal to 0, I need to zero out this 48. So to zero out of 48, I do the inverse, which is minus 48 on both sides. Now I want to put my minus 48 right there at the end because I know it's my last term. So to rewrite this, I've got negative 2x squared plus 8x minus 48 equals 0. So now I've got it equal to 0, but I can look and my next step says I need to remove any GCF. Well, worst case, I know the negative's going to have to go, and so I've got negative 2. I can divide a 2 out of all three of these terms. So we'll go ahead and divide out my greatest common factor of negative 2 from all three of these terms. So what I'm left with is a negative 2 times x squared, positive 8x divided by negative 2 is negative 4x, and negative 48 divided by negative 2 is positive 24 equals 0. What's inside my parentheses is what I'm now going to put through the area model. So I'm going to draw my area model, and I know I can put in the first term, the x squared, and the last term, the 24. And now I need to know what my a value is, my b value is, and my c, so that I can do my x puzzle. So my a is a 1, my b is a negative 4, and my c is a 24. So to draw my x puzzle, I'm going to put him right here. I've got a times c on top. So a times c, 1 times 24, gives me 24 on top. And my b goes on bottom, and my b is negative 4. And so what I'm looking for are two factors that when I multiply them together equal 24, and when I add them together equal negative 4. So I know that it needs to be a negative times a negative to be a positive and still add up to a negative. So I need two negative numbers that when I multiply them together equal 24. So we're going to start with negative 24 times negative 1, negative 12 times negative 2, negative 8 times negative 3, negative 6 times negative 4, and that is all of them. And I've gone through all my factors, and what I realize at this point is it's not factorable. So I went through all that only to come up with prime.